Hi, this is Mark Baird, and thanks for visiting my website. Now, you're probably here because you're either looking at becoming involved in the network marketing business, and you're trying to figure out if this is the right company for you, or perhaps you've been involved in the business before, and you're hoping that ACN is the company that's finally going to make it happen for you. Well, congratulations. You got about 30% of it right so far. ACN is exploding, and it's rapidly becoming a giant in the MLM industry, and it's that rapid growth in a company that not only creates opportunity, but can also create wealth. So you correctly picked a rapidly growing company with a hot product line that includes a new video phone, very sexy product, but that's not going to save you. Chances are, you're going to make a list of everybody you know, you're going to call them, you're going to twist their arms, try to get them to join you, and once you've given that your best shot and are out of leads, you're going to join the ranks of those other unhappy distributors off in search of the gold, the next company that's finally going to make it happen for you. The problem is, it's not going to be any different there. The part of the equation you missed here is the job description. Remember, they call it network marketing. Notice how they don't call it network selling, or let me jam it down my friends' throats. Those approaches, although they work, are simply going to get you into the NFL, which, by the way, stands for No Friends Left Club. Now, if you're going to approach this as a serious business, and you want to make a lot of money, which is why we're here, right? You're going to have to learn marketing. And if you learn how to effectively market, and you're with the right company, you've got more than a shot at it. You have the ability to put yourself into the top 1% of the company's earners. So if that's where you want to be, let me share a couple of key concepts with you that will make a huge difference in your future success in the business. Now, my background for many years has been business development and marketing, and I've had the good fortune to be involved in network marketing for over 22 years. Now, during that period of time, I tell you what, I've seen just about every business building approach imaginable. Chasing your warm market, fax broadcasting, email marketing, situational marketing, walking and talking, resume database mining, opportunity business card handout, that's good, yard signs, that's creative, everything. Now, these are all valid low-volume approaches, and if you're currently using any of these, I'm not here to tell you to stop doing what you're doing or that it doesn't work. The truth is, they all work to some extent. Now, the problem is that some work better than others, and most people just really don't have enough time, money, or resources to throw at the problem to generate a high enough volume of leads to get to the gold. That's what we're looking for, right? The gold. Now, the success of the low volume approaches, like working your warm market, are based on the assumption that you got a 1%er lurking in there somewhere, right? Somebody who's going to come in and explode your organization. And there very well could be. But the chances are it's not. And in the time it takes you to use those low volume approaches to build your business, it's pretty much going to guarantee that it's going to take you years, if ever, to reach your goals. So if you're looking for massive success, you're going to have massive activity. You need to generate that by using high-volume marketing approaches. Now, when I first entered the network marketing industry, even though I'd been a successful business person before, I really had no clue on how to make it work. I failed so miserably for several months that it was embarrassing. I probably quit 5 times in my first 6 months. You know how it is. I got so sick of chasing my warm market around only to hear, Mark, I just haven't decided yet. I haven't ruled it out. I'm still looking at several options. Follow up with me next week. It drove me absolutely insane, right? So I just couldn't let it go, though. I was so hooked on that idea of the residual income that I just kept beating away at it. Then I finally got some good coaching from some very successful business people who really understood marketing. They pointed out that I was spending far too much time chasing lukewarm prospects around, and that I should broaden my market and chase a larger group and find the dead serious people who saw the opportunity just the same way I did. Now, from that point, I went on to build a very large organization almost entirely from cold marketing approaches, not by talking to friends and family. I became a 7-figure yearly income earner, and over the years, I've made millions in this industry, and my success was because I learned the lesson of working the numbers and using a marketing system that could generate a high volume of lead traffic that could easily be duplicated by my organization. Now, using high volume approaches allows you to generate such a high volume of numbers that you can't miss finding the dead serious people. Now, the high volume success formula really has 4 basic elements. Number 1 is a way to generate a high volume of traffic. That means a supply of leads that keeps flowing into you on a daily consistent basis. Number 2 is a sifting tool that allows you to automatically separate the prospects from the suspects. And number 3 is a presentation format. Number 4 is a follow-up strategy. All right? Simple. Now, years ago, my traffic formula was based on running ads in the local newspapers, right? I tweaked that until I was getting 80 to 100 leads a week. I funneled them into a 2-minute recorded voicemail summary to get rid of the job seekers, And I brought the remaining prospects, believe it or not, in groups of 6 to 10 people into my home 3 times a day, showed them a company video. My follow-up strategy was I didn't need to follow up. The serious were attracted to me because they saw I had a system that worked and they wanted in. Did it work? Well, it allowed me to sponsor over 250 dead serious distributors in 2 years and generate an income stream of over 1.5 million by the beginning of my 3rd year. Today, the traffic formula is different. The traffic's online, and the volume of that traffic is huge. And it's not hard to get to if you have the tools in the system. Now, the good part is you're not going to have to put 30 people into your living room each day. And once it's set up, the system can pretty much run on autopilot 24 hours a day, and it's international. So let me show you a system that will not only totally change the way you look at building your business, but it's also going to radically alter your bottom line. With this system, your marketing will pay for itself, and it will allow you to generate a volume of leads you never dreamed possible. I mean, how would you like to be able to generate 50 leads a day to power your business? Now look, if that seems a little too high, you don't believe it, try 10 leads a day, which is pretty easy to do with the right online system. 10 leads a day means you're going to be generating about 300 leads a month. And you should be able to sponsor about 3 to 5% of those people into your primary MLM, into ACN, right? Now, I tell you what, that means that you're going to be able to bring in 10 plus people a month once you fill your pipeline. I tell you what, do you think that would change the bottom line of your business? Now, I believe that the high traffic system I can show you is probably the #1 most powerful internet-driven approach in today's market that will allow you to hit the numbers you need to explode your group. Now, I know that the company, and probably your upline, prefer that you work only with warm market relational marketing. That's what they called it in ACN. But the best part of how the system works is that you are establishing a relationship with your prospect first, and then you expose them to the ACN business. So it fits totally within the guidelines of how they want you to run your business. So now you got a decision to make. Okay? The next step is to put your name and email address on that little form down below, and I'll see you on the other side. And I'll give you some tips and tricks and strategies. I'll show you actually how this system works. You can even take a 2-week test drive for $1. Or you can take the skeptical approach, pretend what I'm saying couldn't possibly be true, just click me off. Well, I challenge you to step up to the plate, step inside, and see if what I have to teach you can truly change your business. Whatever your decision, I do wish you the best of luck. Now, don't worry about putting your info in. It's my website. Your information goes only to me, but it's going to allow me to email you a lot of business building tips and strategies over the next few days to help you bring your business to the next level. See you on the inside.